Good day, students. Welcome back to Scratch Mazes. Today we're going to be working on World 3, which focuses on the concepts of sensing and conditionals. Today's agenda, or rather the agenda for this video, is I'm going to introduce these concepts of sensing and conditionals in World 3.1. On your own, you should complete Worlds 3.2 to 3.5. Add 3.5 to your Scratch classroom. So 2 new blocks for today. One is sensing. Looks like this, and what it does is it checks to see if your sprite is touching a particular color. The other concept for today, or the other new block, is the conditionals block, otherwise known as if then else. What a conditionals does is it asks a question. If your sprite is doing something, if something is true, then your sprite should do, the program will tell the sprite to do something. If it's not true, it'll have your sprite do something else. Let's take a look at what this looks like in 3.1. So you'll notice here we have our initial sprite. It's the ember. The goal of this is to get the ember to touch the log and proverbially set it on fire. Something I may have showed you guys in an earlier video is you can set a reset button. You can pull out this block right here. When space is pressed, you can change it to whatever you like. We're going to keep it as space. We can also pull out the reset button from here. And thusly, when the reset button is clicked, say the sprite is over here, it'll go back to the beginning. So first thing I want to show you is, and an additional concept is we have these things that are portals. The problem with portals is when the sprite goes in, we can't be exactly sure of where it's going to come out. So let me show you what that looks like. So say we want our sprite to move 2 to the right so that it touches this portal. Let's see what happens. Okay, it ends up here. Let's start it over. We're gonna do it again. This time it ends up here. There's no real logic to it. We can't anticipate it. It is in fact random. So we're gonna have to come up with a plan to program this such that when the sprite goes through this portal, it knows which way to go. The way we're gonna do that is we're going to take out this if then else block, otherwise known as a conditional statement. So let's get it started over so he's here. We'll also use from the sensing menu, we're going to find the touching color block. And the question we're asking is if the sprite is touching a color, and in this case, we can change the color by clicking in the middle here and clicking there. So now we have this sort of puce green color. If it's touching that color, then he should probably go, or rather he or she, the ember, should go left. If it's not touching this color, then it will check after it does these 2 sequence of moves right, and then it's going to check the color. If it's not touching this color, we know it should go right. And either way, we need to use the win block to make sure that we are on the correct finishing block. All right, let's see what it looks like. All right, we won that time. It went through the portal. It ended up on this color. Since it was in this color, it knew to go left. It checks, it sees that it's not on this color, and it knows to go right. And we have completed World 3.1. On your own, please complete Worlds 3.2 through 3.5. Good luck.